We live.
Gotta go to my channel real quick. Mute that. Okay, perfect. All right, you guys. Don't start with the buffering. Okay. I saw my screen spinning. So hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This is Carmen with Elemental Designs. And today, I figured I would start working on the little journal. Now, this is a project that was done for the Metals of Love YouTube hop, which is a hop that I'm hosting along with Isabel, who is crafting with Isabel Labori. And as I mentioned in that hop video, I wanted to turn this into an Alice in Wonderland kind of album. So that's what I'm gonna do. I've already gone ahead and cut out my pages to the size that I needed them. So I have all my pages here. Oops. And some. So I figured as opposed to doing a video where I'm kind of going through all the different steps, I might as well just do this right along with you guys. I've also got some extra little pieces here and there that we're going to be using. I also went ahead and printed out. Now, this is not part of my paper pack. But it will be, it most likely will be included in the ephemera pack release when I release the ephemera pack, which is going to be just like different things like little envelope shapes and just different kinds of ephemeras and just different things that you can add to the papers. So I have here some of the pages from the Alice in Wonderland book that we're going to use. We're going to use the best, the ones that printed out the best. They didn't all print out quite well. I think my ink is probably running low on ink. I also have some journaling cards here. Hey, Isabel. Hello, Don. Hey, Donna. How are you, love? So I also have here some, these are by Echo Park. So I have some journaling cards that are Alice in Wonderland related. They're not quite, so I don't know. I probably won't be using a lot of these because theme-wise, well, color-wise, they don't really fit in too well. But maybe on some of the pages, I'll be able to add some of these. So we'll see where that kind of goes. We're going to be here for a little while because hubby Sason's at work. So I figured, let me go live. Hey, Jackie. So as you guys know, this is the book that I altered yesterday. Well, I didn't alter yesterday, but I altered it for yesterday's hop video. And I went ahead and yanked out all the pages that I had on the inside because I really didn't like it. So what I did instead is that I added some pink cardstock, some white cardstock, and some red cardstock, since those are the colors that I tend to use the most throughout this digital collection. Hi, Lynn. How are you, love? So I went ahead and kind of built it already so that I didn't have to do that process here. I didn't add as many pages as this book was like really, really thick. So I had to flex the spine a little bit just so that it can kind of, you know, close the way I needed it to close. But it does open and it does close all the way through and through. So that's more or less what I did. So what we're going to do today, we have some pockets in here as well. We're going to decorate the book. So every other page, every other page is a pocket, has a pocket in it. And I have some of my little cardstocks that I printed out when I shared with you guys. So that's what we're gonna do. I also have I pulled out some envelopes. Oops, something got stuck here. I pulled out some. This is some handmade envelopes that I made. Some handmade pockets out of envelopes. You guys can see that it's made of envelopes. I just cut it with my. I covered it with my paper. So I have some more envelopes here. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna be using. If I'm gonna even be adding some of those or not. Thank you, Donna. Oh, you're babysitting? No problem, love. Yeah, and I've been having issues with the buffering too, so don't worry. I also have here one of those generic stamp sets. This is an Alice in Wonderland stamp set. So I'm going to be adding some stamping to some of the pages just to give it a little bit of, well, maybe not some of the pages, maybe to like some of the other elements like the envelopes and stuff like that. Because I did cut the pages to kind of fit precisely into this book. These are some other ephemera packs that are Alice in Wonderland. These are all by Echo Park. So we'll see what ends up actually going in here because I'm not really sure yet. And then I got some, what is this? Fire Brick Distress that we're going to be doing. And Sasson says, hello, everybody. He's at work, but he's he's again. Yes, but he sends much love and hellos to everybody. And a year. I almost forgot the year. That's the most important part. So it's got about 18 pages. Okay. And like I said, every other pocket is an envelope because that's how I glued them together. I kind of glued the papers back to back, and just left it open in the center. So I kind of just glued down here and then stuck the next page and did the same thing to every page. So I'm just taking out all of the little pieces and stuff. Isabel says, hello, Sasso. I know I'm getting ready to switch this printer out because Monica mentioned to me that they actually have a 12 by 12 printer, which I didn't even know about. That was like news to me. So like they have an HP one that's by the same brand that I use of my printer now. And my printer is really, 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 really old. And it's a you know, it's an ink guzzler, if you will. Even though the ink is not too expensive for it. Well, when I buy the generic, it's not too expensive. When I buy the name brand, it's as expensive as every other ink is. But I tend to buy the generic. But I get frustrated because I have to do a lot of you know, combinations on the printer so that the printer accepts the ink. And that could be a pain in the butt. So let's get this show started. So I'm thinking about getting the 12 by 12 printer. And I've been looking at some of them because now she put that in my head. So I gotta get one. I need one because I was just saying like how awesome would it be to like, you know, be able to print on 12 by 12s, and she's like, oh, they have a 12 by 12 printer. It's called Workforce or something like that. I was like, what? So some ephemeras. I've made some pockets. I might end up making some more. I don't know if I'm gonna end up printing out any more paper or not. I'm not sure. And this is all on printer paper. And what I did is I cut them. I sized them at 5 1/4 by 8 1/4. That's the size of these pages so that it fits into this book. So now I just have to figure out what goes where and how. And again, I'm going to be adding some little things here and there. So I got to figure out exactly how I want to do this. And then I'm going to have to size them up. So let me glue some pockets here and there so I can put the paper over it. And we're going to figure it out. What do you mean, Donna, as far as add my papers? What do you mean? I'm going to glue some envelopes before I start gluing my papers in, just in little places here and there so that I can have extra little flaps. This is not a lap book by design or intention. This is more of an album style. Put your inserts in the book. Do you sew them? No, I need a sewing machine, Donna. The glue does the stitching for me. So how I end up doing it is it depends on your hinge system. Your hinge system will determine more or less where exactly you end up laying all your stuff out. You know, like how you end up adding your pages in, which method of binding you're gonna end up using. Because different hinges require different methods of adding the paper. Thank you. So no, predominantly I just glue them. I just glue them for now. A sewing machine is something that I definitely really want, but space-wise, I don't know if it's something that I can do right now. I'm just gonna trim a little bit off the top of the envelope so it doesn't buckle. And then this is gonna have a little flap now on the inside. So when I add my paper, oh, I gotta cut white edges off of some of them. Let's see one that doesn't have a white edge. So when I add my papers, they should fit in pretty nicely. And I did cut them a little bit smaller, just a little bit smaller than what the page size is. That's why they're 5 1/4 by 8 1/4. Because I wanted to have a little bit of border around it. Not too much border, but I did want some border around it. And I'll probably end up embellishing some of these edges with either lace or something. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But more or less, that's how it will be. And then it'll flip. You know, you'll have your little flap over it. And then to that flap, you can use, you know, any of these little pages or, you know, whatever you like. These are like for greeting cards. So these are like your standard greeting card size envelopes. And all I did was I sealed the back and then I curved it out on the top. So now you have that nice big pocket there, that nice big envelope. And you can pretty much add that in there as well. So I just have to figure out more or less where I want my stuff to be. So I'm going to start just picking random places. And I think for now, I'm going to put a pocket on each of the red, these little pockets here. Let me go ahead and trim off that little edge. Angel, yeah. Do me a favor, check the stove. Just make sure that I shut everything off. Yeah. Give it a once over. Because every now and then I do forget. Thank God that my kids know better and they always checking up on me. Yeah. Yeah. They have the little things, the little if you have really super thin wire or something, you can probably feed the wire through the little eyelet of the needle and then feed the thread through the little, you know, through the little wire and then pull it out and then you'll be able to do it. All right, Jackie, have a good one. All right, so like I mentioned to you guys before, paper crafting, I'm going to be doing that kind of randomly. It really depends on when I have time or whenever someone's like, you know, working extra hours, then I'll come on here and just do some kind of project. I want to save my mixed media stuff exclusively for my Saturdays, and then whenever I can during the week, I'll either work on a book or do some other kind of crafts. We'll see. Now I'm not necessarily measuring, you know, distance from top to bottom as far as where I'm. Everything's good. Yeah. All right, awesome. Just making sure. Because I actually. Let's see. I forgot what I was saying, you guys. All right, this is gonna be for my last page, I think. I'm gonna cut that out. This is one of the pages from the book. I'm not crazy. My reality is just different than yours. That's my day to day right there. Yes, 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 yes. All right, so let's see. So some pockets there. Maybe I'll add some tag pockets here. So let me cut some of these envelopes in half and add some of the larger envelopes halved. How many pinks do I have? One. I have one, two. Well, I only have two, so I just gotta do two. So one envelope should be more than good enough. Let me trim that. I don't care if they're the same size or not, because I'm gonna add the paper according to how I want to add the paper. See, with me, there's not much measuring going on. That's my reality. I don't measure much because I always get it wrong. Okay. All right, so we have our two little pocket halves, two little tag halves. So with this, let's see. I don't want to glue it so that it's straight down. So what am I going to do? What am I going to do, Carmen? Problem solve, girl. Problem solve. How are we going to do this? I'll do it like that. And maybe just have it. Maybe. Or I could just do it like that. Not stick it in there. Then we can just have that. Let's see. We can make it a tag pocket, but let's have that a little bit. Give it a little bit of style. Fold that inward. So it's a tag pocket, but it's not a closed off tag pocket. It'll just hold your stuff in place right there. So we can just bam, bam, boom, boom. There we go. So I'm gonna do the same thing to this one. I'm just gonna bring it down on its own little angle. Now I'm just gonna fold it inward. Now you can go ahead and decorate your pockets however you want to decorate them first if you wish. I'm gonna be most likely stamping them after I've glued them in, because I don't mind the imperfection of how they're gonna come out. But you could have definitely done it beforehand. Oops, so I'm gonna do the same thing to this, and notice I haven't closed off the pocket. I'm just gonna glue this right onto the edge so that I can lay my paper over it. This will become a little flap that'll go over that page. Well, they have different brands, Lynn. They're called wide printers, from what I saw. They have different brands because I saw an HP one. Epson definitely has one. I think they sell it in Walmart, if I'm not mistaken. I saw a couple different ones in Walmart. I don't like Epson personally. I personally don't like Epson. I don't know. I have an Epson too. I have a NX105 or something like that, and I don't like it. I prefer not to use it. I use it for scanning, but not for anything else really. I probably shouldn't have put that up so down high. So I gotta put a tag in there. Let me bring that down. So I gotta put a tag on that one. So let's put that in here, towards the bottom somewhere. Just so that my tag has enough room, because I don't know how big my tag is gonna be yet. I haven't made it. So let's glue that in there. So that one has a flap. And then let's glue one in here. Ooh, tricky. I think I'm gonna have to put this one on the inside. Am I? Maybe I'll put it on the red instead of the pink. Nope. Carmen's in the car of another envelope. Because she gonna need it. Let's do this. Did I take the right one? Yeah. Let's do this again. Oh, I'm sure it gets high reviews. It's probably expensive as heck too. All the expensive shit gets high reviews. You guys notice that? They never give high reviews to the cheap stuff. You have a big one, what? A big printer, Donna? So we're gonna do this. And we'll figure out how to decorate them. I'll use another envelope to size up my paper and then cut it apart and then glue it in place. Where was I said I was gonna put this? Not on the pink, right? Oh yeah, on the pink, right? Yep, on the pink. Somewhere down here. All right, so we have that going. And then we need one for the red. We need a whole little one for the red. Just one of those. Yes. Hi, Marge. How are you, love? Now my papers are all wonky. This is how I wanted this to be. Specifically because it's the Alice in Wonderland and everybody's mad in here. So I did this on purpose. No, you did. Not me. Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe it did because my phone's retarded. um. So yeah. So what was I saying? I forgot. Oh yeah, I did this wonky on purpose. Huh? Yeah, I was saying something. So it's kind of like a photo album. March is kind of like a photo album. Pretty much I just wanted to test. I wanted to work with my papers and see, the different kind of things that I could do with them. Um, not just for like mixed media or other stuff. I wanted to see like, how it actually looks put in a complete project. Because I haven't really done a complete project with my papers yet. I'm always using other papers to do my projects. And now that I'm making my own, I'm like, oh, I gotta test this out and see how this is gonna look. So that was like my whole thing. And then luckily, with the hop starting and me having to work on an altered book, I was like, oh, this is perfect. Now I have a question for you guys. Can you use digital papers making junk journals, or are junk journals specifically for using junk, like papers and books and stuff that are no longer of service? Oh, thank you, Marge. Oh, sewing machine. Yes, Donna. I like to sew. I know how to sew. My mama taught me. She used to make her own curtains and stuff and bathroom kits. She used to do the whole thing, like for the covers for the toilet, for the little bucket, for the whole thing, the whole shebang. For the sink, make the sink skirts and the curtains for the shower and the curtains for the bathroom window. She used to do all of that. Then she used to make these little ducks. She used to buy these little geese heads. They were like really long. I don't know if that's probably old as heck. I don't know if everybody remembers those things, but they were like really long, and it's just the geese head. Um, and she used to make like potpourri holders out of gallons of milk, the little geese head, and then she used to take lace and all different kinds of stuff and just embellish the heck out of it. And it would be so cute, and it will always fit the theme of whatever your bathroom, the whatever set it is that she was working on. She will make it also in matches. Hey, Tanya. All right, so now that we got our envelopes in place for the most part, anything else that I'm going to add to this, I'll add to it after the fact. Any trimming that I'm going to do, which I'll probably end up trimming out of this one here because it's a little too wonky. I'm going to just get this little excess. My paper buckled here. That's what happened. My paper buckled there. I don't mind wonky, but crazy is a different story. Get that glued in place. And I find this so cool that like I've seen some of the journals and stuff that people make, and like the pages are hand sewn and all the I think that sewing in the signatures will probably make its life so much easier to put it together. Oh, you can? Well done. I welcome you to check out the link below. This is my second kit. My first kit is a little bit mixed. It has a little bit of vintage. It's got a little bit of shabby. It's got a little bit of everything. It's a smaller paper pack. I think it's only 10 digitals on that one. And you get to choose the ones that you want. Out of all the ones that I show, you get to choose the ones that you like. With this one is 21. I think it's 21 or 22, maybe even a little bit more. I'm not even sure, to be honest with you, of digital prints for the Alice in Wonderland, which I do hope to come up with a different one for Alice in Wonderland, just not right now. So we'll see. All right, let me close this up. Let me start getting myself a little bit organized so I can see what's gonna go where. I gotta see. I think I'm gonna start off the book with that one, with her kind of sitting in her chair and she's got her little kitty. Now I will remind you guys, your print quality is gonna be based on your printer, you guys. So make sure that when you do print out your pages, you have it set to like all the right settings based on your personal printer. Oh no, I ripped my paper. Ugh, that sucked. Okay, I took a little edge off. I'm not gonna throw a whole page out just because it messed the snag in the corner. So we're gonna work it out. And we might not get done with this whole thing today, but we'll get done with a good portion of it, I'm sure. I already started making the pockets and stuff like that. I already started creating pockets. Hey, Jackie, that are gonna go in the digital kits. I'm also working on tags and stuff like that and different kinds of ephemeras. So I'm working on all of those things already. See, my page got snagged right there. I'm so sad. I'm gonna have to add something there. Maybe I'll make it a little tug spot or something, or add something that they can make like a little tug spot there. So let me get my distress ink. I'm gonna be distressing everything in red, even if it's blue or if it's another color. Everything's gonna go distressed in red. And I should have distressed this before I started, but I didn't. So if you want to see, I have a video that I put up that it's just me showing each individual page that's in this kit. So if you want to check that out, that's it's called Down the Rabbit Hole. So I'm just gonna add some glue here, and we're gonna get this started. And I'm gonna start trying to glue them down and embellish them and all of that good stuff as best as I can. And I probably should have done the paper and not the page that is gonna be glued on. Did I do okay? Did I over glue? Let's make sure that everything is glued and down. Okay, so that's what we're gonna mainly do is add all the pages. All right, so we got one. Digi Snot Photos was that? Hi, Julia. How are you, love? I didn't see you there. I was too busy gluing. So let's see. Let me see if I can cover that up before I forget. So let's see. So you see the pack itself, always be kind. Well, I like that. I think I'll use that to cover up my little blunder. Always be kind. That's right. Always be kind. Oh, yeah. You need one that's affordable with the ink, because I don't think it's so much the printers, the ink that gets you. The printers, you can find the printers for cheap, but then when you go buy the ink, so what I do is that when I'm looking, like when I was doing my research for the printers, I was looking at how much the inks was costing. I was like, we'll see. We'll see. All right. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that there, kind of like at an angle. I'm only going to glue the top half, I think. I'm only gonna glue the top half. We'll see how I feel about that in a little bit. But I'm only gonna glue the top half in case I want to make it like a little tuck spot there. I can. Let me grab a dry baby wipe so I can press my stuff down and clean up at the same time. So that'll become a nice little tuck spot there. And I'll come back and add more things as we move forward. Just want to make sure that you can close your page. That's the predominant thing here. And then you'll be able to tuck some things in there. Hopefully once it's all good to go. Let's look for page number 2. Let me see. You guys got a good angle there. Move it down just a smidge. Let's see. There we go. Every paper that has that, like it doesn't matter. If you print a lot of black and whites, then your black is gonna run out. A lot of printers won't print one color if you run out of the other color. So let's say you have a printer that takes 4 ink cartridges, that takes 4 ink colors. What's gonna happen is that, where's my paper? What's gonna happen is that let's say you run out of, you know, magenta or whatever, but you're fully loaded on black. You can't print nothing. You can't print nothing so you don't replace that ink that's missing. That's the one thing that annoys the heck out of me. I'm gonna use the other blue one here. You're so silly, Cecil. Oh, nice. Little sweet snack. It's all right, babe. Well, the paper that I'm using for this is regular printer paper. Now, you can buy cardstock. What I buy is Nina White, and I buy it from eBay. Now, I know there's probably cheaper places, but I get, I think it's like $250 or $500. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. But it's Nina White, I think. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure it's Nina White. It's either Nina White or it's called Spring something. My cardstock is. My regular printer paper, I mean, you can buy that matte photo paper. Yeah, you have to be aware of your settings. Like these, I printed them on basic plain paper. So they're not like super HD, they're like super saturated. I just wanted it to be, you know, use as little bit of ink as possible. So I have it on regular paper, you know. Regular paper settings, like if it's printing just a regular black and white document. So it's not going to take up as much. But in your settings, you can make your printer believe that it's printing a matte. It doesn't see it. You just have to choose the matte option. So if it has matte photo paper as an option, then just choose that and just use regular paper. Or you can replace them as they are now. But let me ask you a question. Will it print if there's a color missing? Like if you're out of a color, will it still continue to print? Or will it just, you know, will it flash and tell you that you have to replace the ink? Because see, mine's get stuck. Mine's don't do diddly. Mine's won't do Nathan. Nathan. Okay, this is gonna go right here. Let's do this the smart way and do the paper instead of cardstock. What I'm building this on right now is cardstock. So there's a mixture of Recollection cardstock and also some kind of other cardstock there that I don't know where I got it from. I only had like 4 sheets of the red. I wanted to make the whole thing red, but I didn't have no more red cardstock. I only had like 3 or 4. Yeah, my husband's at work too, Julia. That's why I'm here now. I was like, I gotta go live. Sason's at work. Are you? You better be at work. Don't play with me. Don't make me show up at your job and take you live. Be like, come on, guys, we're going on an adventure. Where's Sason? We're going on an adventure, everybody. He's in the back room crafting. All right, so we're gonna do that. As far as this little thing right here, let's see what we have here. Like I said, I am going to I am gonna stamp this out. So let me go and start that and just see how it looks. See if I like it. I should have done it probably beforehand, but we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. So I'm gonna do it like that. Where's my stamp? We're gonna do that. And this is what I'm gonna do. This is the cheap generic. Trying to take it out of this little plastic pouch that I made. I'm glad that it holds them in place. I made those little plastic pouches out of printer, laser printer paper. So this is what we're going to do. And I'm just going to lay them out on here and stamp them all at once. You're going to get bits and pieces of them. Some things you're not going to see, some things you are. So we'll see. We'll see how it all kind of goes. This is all test. Testing, testing. This thing took up the whole thing it took up. Okay, let's try those and see. Hopefully. I have a piece of foam on here because this thing don't want to stamp for nothing unless it has that piece of foam. And I'm going to use the same ink that I used. Hopefully there's enough ink on here because this ink is running low. Hold on. Whoa. Let me clear this real quick. All right. All right. So I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to try to, there we go, stamp it right there. And again, you could do this beforehand. It'd probably be smarter for you to do beforehand. See what I do and learn from it. Learn, okay, this girl took too long doing that. Let's do it this way. Oh, that was quick. All right, I'll do it that way. All right. So like I said, I don't really mind so much if the images themselves are not in pristine condition because I'm covering up most of the stuff. This is just to give the paper something to have in the background. It's not really so much like if I was going to leave this alone, like, okay, let me decorate this envelope because I'm not putting no paper on it, then I would definitely want it to be pristine. If what you're doing is just pretty much just to fill in voids and fill in space, then you can do that. I'm just going to do that. And then I'll probably end up with my hands stamping some of the other ones out. Oh, it's stamped it out already. I don't even know if I should double stamp it right there. Hopefully it doesn't come out looking double stamped. Oh, just a little bit, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let me put all of these in here so I don't have to keep fighting with this thing because I'm going to keep doing this over and over and over again. So yeah, everything with me takes just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. Nothing too crazy, but definitely just a little bit longer. So I'm just going to distress all the edges. So if paper crafting is not really your thing, then definitely check me out on Saturdays because Saturdays is going to be where I do my mixed media and all of my other crazy stuff. And Sazon and Craft. Okay. Sazon and Craft is going to be doing mixed media now, you guys, because he has so much fun doing the mixed media. Then now he wants to do it too. Okay. I kind of like that right there. Let's see. Maybe right there. Let's see. And then this. Can go in there. All right, so let's see how we'll glue this. You need buttons on a shirt? Oh, he says he's telling everybody at his job that comes through the door with a button on their shirt that they have to take the button off. They gotta take the button off. Yep, you guys sure do. Let me pop this little circle out too. Leave the buttons right there. He got a little bucket so he can save all the buttons. So I added a little bit of glue here and there. I didn't glue the whole thing down because I want my tag to fit in. So I'm gonna just put that thing right there. Maybe like right there. And so this will be open, so you can slide something in there. And let's see. We'll see. We'll see. Just little things here and there. This little Echo Park collection is really weird. I know I probably shouldn't say that, but it is kind of odd. It's got a whole bunch of cupcakes, and I'm waiting for the Mad Hatter to pop up, and he's not even in the collection. What did I take out of there? Tea time is always a great idea. Okay, so let's put that there. Let me distress this one. I should have distressed that one. I forgot. So many steps to keep in mind. Oh, of course, Julia. Of course, love. May God bless her. Well, may God bless her and help whatever the situation is to remedy itself quickly and peacefully and painlessly. And good results, good results. Okay, so I'm gonna put that there. I don't want to tweak it. So we have that there, and then we're gonna stick this tag in here. Ah, it don't fit. How can I get it to fit? I'm gonna have to snatch a little bit off the edge. Snatch a little bit off the edge over here real quick. Hopefully that'll make a difference. Just a little bit. It's a little hairline. Let's see. Let's see if that did the trick. Yeah, that definitely did the trick. All right, so we have that little tag spot there. And we'll see how far along we get. So we have that one. We have a little tag right there. Okay, go through though. I need you to go through. So we're gonna do that. So that one's done. The backs, I won't worry about the backs for right now. I'll do the backs because I have to measure out my envelope and I have to cut out my papers to fit the inside and the outside. And I have to figure out exactly what papers I'm going to use for the inside of the envelopes. I might use dictionary paper so that I don't have to reprint a whole bunch of paper back out. So I might use that. I also have some Alice in Wonderland paper by Echo Park that I might use in here. If I can get it to all kind of work together for me. We'll see how that kind of goes. All right, we have a black one here. So, and again, this book is not in order because I didn't create these pages based on the order in which the story is told. So the book itself is going to be all over the place, which I think that'll be fine. Oh, jeez. I need a new trimmer. I need a new blade for my trimmer. I'm not going to keep hacking away on my papers over here like that. That's very painful. It's very painful to deal with. Watching your paper break. Let me smooth that little edge out. Okay, I got it. I got it. I'm just going to hand cut it from now on. I cut so much paper these past couple of days. Those blades don't last for nothing. Thank you, Julia. Let me clip this. Can I even clip it? Do I even have a space to clip it here? I probably can clip it. I don't have no room because of all the embellishments I added in here. Oh, there we go. I got this clip from Isabel a while ago. I save everything. All right, so I'm thinking, let's see. Well, she's walking through the woods. I think I'm going to put those two probably together. We'll see. Because they all have similar colors. Similar colors, not all have the same patterns, but they do have some similar colors. I think I'm going to leave this one for the end. So we just have to kind of see where we're going to go with this. Let's see. If I do that, I can cover this little edge here and just show. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll put this one on the inside. I'm having a lot of fun working on these papers, though, I'll be honest with you. Thank you, Donna. And thank you so much, Julia. And what's awesome is if you know how to manipulate, like if you have any kind of software that you deal with when it comes to manipulating photos or papers or stuff like that, when you can, you know, pick different parts and stuff like that. Because like I made, like this right here is a zoomed in portion of this paper. So like you can cut, if you have those kind of softwares, you can cut that. I did this on Photoshop? Yeah, Photoshop. I resized them in Photoshop to the size that I wanted, the 5.5 by 8.5. So I was able to, you know, kind of make them the specific size and then cut different portions of the paper, because you know how you can make the pictures larger or smaller and stuff like that. I'm just having a ball working with this thing, let me tell you. And I have some really nice ones coming out real soon. I'm just trying to figure out like release wise, because right now I'm just making the packs. I'm making the packs, and once I have a certain amount of pages, then I'm like, okay, it's time to release it. But I'm wondering if I should do like scheduled. I'm too impatient for that, you guys. I'm not good at surprises. I'm the one to call you and be like, listen, I bought you something. I do stuff like that. I can't hold surprises. I don't work well with surprises. And don't tell me that you got a surprise for me, because it's a done deal after that. I probably won't even sleep. All right, so we're gonna do that, and then like I said, I'm gonna cover this one up here because I do have, this is a larger print of this, so I do have him real small and tiny. But even if you can see it, even after I enlarged the picture itself, the image itself is still nice and crispy. So the graphics on the paper are really, really nice. The quality of the graphics are really, really nice. Yes, I'm glad I'm live too. And I know some people are like, oh my God, Carmen, you don't schedule this. And I know Tanya, I drive Tanya crazy because I do this impromptus. Like I just pop up like a little pop-up shop. I just pop up like, okay, I'm going live. And usually I'm not, I'll do it like on a Saturday, or I'll let you guys know a day or two in advance. Lately, I've just been popping up out of everywhere. I'm like, I'm just glad that I'm able to do it though. So I take advantage. I'm like, okay, time to go live. So you see, if you don't want to use so much ink and print up a whole entire 8.5 by 11 version of your paper, or if you have a 12 by 12, if you don't want to print out a whole 12 by 12 and you're working on something small, then you could customize the size. But you need a software to customize the size, you know. You need something that works with photos. That way you can do it and not really have too much of an issue. To those, all those open spaces, I'm gonna end up adding something, but I just don't know what. Maybe some stamping, maybe some script or something, so it's not so blah and plain. Let's see. Oops, today's it. This is just a very quiet kind of activity for me to do, and that's why I like it so much. Anything that brings me some kind of peace, I love. And gluing this stuff down definitely brings peace to my life. So let's see. What else do we have here? Okay. So let's see. Oh, we have her kind of in the woods there. Curiosity. I like that. Because she does look kind of curious, right? She does look kind of curious. Find you, always be you. Okay. I don't know about that one right there. Let's see. Today is going to be awesome. I don't like the colors. That's my problem. I don't like the colors for all these papers. What if you fall, my turn, but what if you fly? So you see, it does kind of match a little bit. Maybe just not all the way, but it does kind of match a little bit. Do more of what makes you happy. I'm trying. I'm trying to do more of what makes me happy. So maybe I'll do a little touch spot there. Let's see. See, I don't like that. The images, I don't like them. I don't know. It's reminiscent of Alice in Wonderland, but it's not. Maybe that's when she fell asleep and got lost in Wonderland. I like that. Sometimes I want to fall asleep and wake up in Wonderland. At least I'd have an excuse to be nuts. Okay, I dropped a piece. All right, so let's see. So what I'm going to do with that is, I guess, let's see. Let me get a little corner here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get this little corner here. I'm going to make a little corner for it. That's what I'm going to do with this, right? Yeah. Let's see. My cutting is so off-handed. Let's see if I can do this. All right, let's trim this part of it just a little bit. Oh, awesomeness, Julia. Well, enjoy, love. And hopefully everything will get better. Hopefully everything will be better in no time. So I got a little corner here, little corner spot. So what I'm going to do is glue this onto that little corner spot. Glue that right into that. Let's see what's here. What else can I don't like that. Trying to see if I liked anything that was on there. Does that cover that nicely? Yep, it does. So now I'm gonna glue that down right onto that paper, covering up most of that top pattern. I'm gonna see what little embellishment I find, what little ephemera I find here that I can kind of use up. There goes my phone. My phone's so crazy, you guys. You don't even understand. It's like a nightmare. Hello? Did I hang up on you? No, I didn't. Can you hear me? Because I don't hear you. Did I mute it? No, I didn't mute it. Oh boy. My phone crazy. Give me a second, you guys. Let me call him back. All right, so we got the little thing there. Got the little thing there. Little tags. That'll look cute there. I can just glue that in place. Hello? Okay, then hold on. Let me turn off my screen. I like that. That looks kind of cute there. So we're going to go ahead and distress that a little bit. Nope. Not yet. We're going to do that. And we're just going to make it like she's sticking out from inside of there. And that'll do that. And then that can be another tag right there. So there you go. Let's go to the next page. This page here, we'll see what we do. I mean, this can definitely be a photo mat area. You can place a photo here. You also have pockets that you can place photos as well. So let's get to the next page. And I want to say thank you so much to everybody that's here with me tonight. So I know there's like a bajillion people going live, so I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Let's see what I have here. Okay. What do I have? What do I have? I think this one. Fit in there. I will have to. My page is still buffering. No, please come back. Please come back. Okay, I'm back. Yay. Oh, thank goodness. It was taking forever to refresh. I'm like, no, please. I don't want to have to start all over again. I'm just going to wait it out and see if it'll go through. All right, so we got that one. And those kind of go together. Now, when I made these pages, I didn't think of, oh, let me make this page to go with this page. This is that part of my brain that doesn't really always click into well. You know, the whole planning part of it. I just make them. I do what I just go based on feeling most of the time. Okay, so we're gonna do this one on this right here. Okay. I'm gonna have to sweep again after I'm done with this one today. Little bits and papers I'm trimming off. So let's go with the next one. So a very basic kind of way of decorating this album is kind of what I'm going for. Not as elaborate as my lap books and stuff like that. Mostly I just wanted to get the itch of using my paper out of my system. Although I've used them on like mixed media projects. I did a clipboard with one of them. So I've done some projects with them, but I haven't done a book yet. So I'm super excited to be working on some lap books real soon with some of these papers. Where's my... Like I made this the other day. That was with one of these prints. And then I just embellished the rest of the clipboard. I am looking for something over here that I can't seem to find. Let me not mess with that too much before the whole tower starts falling down. Okay, it's not there. Okay. See, so I'm going to be clipping in like bits and pieces. These are going to be removable. I'm just going to add them in as ephemera, I think. That's what I'm going to end up doing. Some of these pages in here. So I have some of them. Some of the, you know, the important pages. Some of them. So let's go on to the next one. But I think so far it's coming up pretty cool. I mean, once you embellish it and stuff like that, I think that's definitely gonna be don't take the cake. Let's see. I want to glue one of these pockets in here. I didn't add any pockets on this one. Yeah, put in the paper in there. Don't get too crazy now. Oh, that, yeah. Well, let's see what I have. Yes, definitely is. I think I'll use this one. These two instead. Taking off that little white edges. And this one. I'm like, it's not that one, it's this one. So I did trim them, but as you guys saw, my trimmer is acting like a pain in the butt. So what are you guys doing? You're doing good. That's awesome. Yeah. She gets off. I won't, but you're almost there. You're almost there, baby. You're almost there. I mean, you get in there. You get in there. You get in there. You're not almost there, but you get in there. You on the avenue. You on the avenue, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. Once that comes around, you're good to go. Hold on, I gotta put you in my other pocket because it's messing my yeah. Yeah. No joda. Why? Si tú no trabajas en la noche. Wow. That thing that she did is fire. I don't know if she's in here. Tanya, if you're here, say hello. I'll tell her if she pops up. I haven't even really been on my Instagram for a while. All my little scraping tools, I don't know where they are. I use them, I put them down, and then I can't find them. I do that all the time. So now we got this one with the pink. Let's see. Okay, let's see what we have here. No. Mm-hmm. Yes, you can. And you did a really good job on that mixed media canvas. You really did. It was such a proud moment. I was like, oh my gosh, I saw it in crafts. He said he would never do this. And he's doing it. That was so awesome. Yeah, you did say that. I remember. Different colors. I don't see why not. So you like the imagery, but you would want them in a different color set, is what you're saying? I would have to make them, but it doesn't take me very long. But yes, most definitely. New York is back. Oh, I don't know if you left or not, but I was Sasson wanted to say something to you. What was it? That was her hop project. Sasson says that your hot project was fire. He loved it. Came out super, super cool. Okay. Yes. And that's what's awesome about YouTube, that we have so many talented people on here. I mean, there's just so many, and everybody. Ah, so the mixed media caught your eye now, huh? Yeah. Tanya, we broke him, Tanya. He likes mixed media now. And Marge, that won't be a problem, darling. That definitely won't be a problem. And I also have more vintagey prints too. They're not Alice in Wonderland themed. They're like mixed with Victorian, and a lot of florals, a lot of vintage florals, a lot of vintage script and postcards. Like they're very vintagey. I have a couple more that I'm almost done working on. And I love vintage. I always tend to go towards vintagey stuff when it comes to my papers as well. Either vintage or shabby for the most part. When it comes to paper crafting, I tend to go for that more often than not. But like I think that this will make a really cool cover for even a card. Like even like if you wanted to use this and put like a happy birthday or something of that nature, you could definitely get away with it. Yeah, I can't wait for Sasson's Friday. Because he tried it, so now he wants to kind of like take the reins and be like, okay, I'm gonna do this. So I'm super excited to see him kind of branch out into a different area of crafting. And it's funny because now that I'm like I'm more into like the whole bookmaking and stuff like that. Now he's more into the mixed media. Before it was like paper, 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 everything with him. And I was the one that was constantly like, hey, let's make it. Oh, I almost put it backwards. Whew, thank goodness, because this glue will stick it down. Then I have to print a whole nother one. See, I have the vintagey color. I have the only ones that I printed in a vintagey theme, when a vintagey style, was this one with the Mad Hatter. I put teacups all in the background, and I added like some grunge and some font to it. But I can definitely do that. Like I'll make custom. You guys tell me if you guys are interested in something, and I'll make it. Ooh, yes. I could definitely work on that. Let me write that down actually. Taking suggestions, taking suggestions. Yes. And that's what that's the whole thing that pushed me into doing this, to be honest with you guys, is have variety, have something a little different. It's cool that we're all, we all make projects with like the same kind of paper pads and stuff like that. I think that the digital aspect of it, and not just talking about myself, but like all the other digital paper creators and stuff like that, I think that they add a whole new spin to it. It gives you a different kind of variety, something you really won't find in a store. I mean, yeah, you have to take the extra step of printing it, but I think it becomes more versatile that way. Because cardstock, you can print it on cardstock if you have cardstock. And if you want it on paper because you want a thing, then print it on paper. And they have so many different kinds of paper. I'm looking for a pen. If I can find it. Oh, I found this. Let me write that down. Wizard of Oz. Wizard of Oz. That would be super cool. Yes. Oh, Pinocchio. Girl, you're going to have me working tonight. Pinocchio. So pretty much you want Disney related, like Disney related things, right? You're looking for like Disney related, like Beauty and the Beast type thing, right? I'm gonna write that down just for giggles. Beauty and the Beast. That one should have an awesome ephemera pack with all the different intricate stuff that they have in that movie. All the different pieces of stuff. All right, let me look for a small card here. Something that I could add in here, maybe. Oh, this will fit perfectly. All right, so she's there. Let's put, actually, that might actually work. Oh no, this one maybe with the T and the Mad Hatter. I'm gonna distress it red. Ooh, Bambi. Girl, let me write down Bambi. Let me write down Bambi. You guys got my creative juices flowing. Doesn't really. Don't tempt me, don't tempt me. Let me distress this. Yes. And that's what I'm gearing towards, Marge, is to create the kind of paper that you can't find nowhere. And I think my style of crafting, and just the way that I visualize things in my mind, I think that that will lend itself to give you a very interesting paper, to say the least. Hopefully in a good way. Hopefully you guys will like them. But I'm trying to do, I'm trying to bring more into it because it helps me out too. Not only does it help me out with my lap books, it also helps me out with, um, make sure that this is, I'll trim off the bottom instead of the top. It helps me out with everything that I'm doing, like mixed media wise. I can just pull out my papers and do a mixed media. I did a mixed media entry the other day with some of my papers. And it's awesome that not only did I get inspired to create them, but now I'm inspired by the creation to create other things. That's a tongue twister and a half right there. And I'm trying to keep them, reasonably priced for the time and the effort that it takes to create them. Let me trim off this one right here. I don't want to cut off the bottom of my envelope. Please don't make me cut off the bottom of my envelope. It's kind of hard to see in this angle. He said it in your mind. You're funny. See, these are the same prints, just in small. So one 8.5 by 11 cuts 4 of these on one sheet. So if you want to make a mini book, then you could definitely do that. Thank you, Marge. Hi, Sylvia. Yes. So there's so many things that you can do. Like, I mean, I made those really large envelope pockets, and you could totally turn this into a book. You punch some holes right here. You grab yourself a couple envelopes, you decorate them, close them off, cut off the top, and punch some holes right here, or glue it into your binding system, and you could definitely make a book out of pockets that's a little different than the norm. And that's the thing with me. I like to do things that are a little bit out of the norm, a little bit strange. Maybe not as strange, but have a little bit of weirdness to it. Because I like to think I have a little bit of weirdness to me. I'm trying to see. Always happy. Always choose happy. I know this doesn't really need it, but I like that. I'm going to cover up that part where it says Mad Hatter. I think it's kind of self-explanatory. I'm going to put this right here. So I'm having a lot of fun. As you can see, you can work them into different backgrounds. Like I have them on white paper, I have them on red paper. You can work them into different backgrounds. I use a lot of watercolor effects on this particular kit, or paper pack, because it's not a kit. I don't think it's considered a kit unless you include ephemeras and stuff like that. I didn't include ephemeras, but I think that you can make out of this paper kit. You could definitely make your own ephemera. You just have to cut out the different pieces and print your paper out in different size. You print them out real small. You can print them out even smaller than that. If you could print it out like wallet size, then you can make a whole bunch of different like ephemeras out of those and place them in different places on your stuff. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 more pages. Let's see if we have 5 prints left. We got 4. We got 4, and then we have this humongous pocket here. So, because I got 2 of these, right? Did I get 2 of these? Oh, I think I used it up already. Let me see. Nope, I didn't print it. I didn't print it? How come I didn't print it? What the heck? I gotta print that one because I need that one to go with this one. Okay. Let me print that real quick. I mean, I can use, oh no, I have it. I do have it. I do have it. I'm gonna go with this one here. So I'm gonna add in this one there. And then my chapter 1 page is gonna have to go somewhere else, I think. Let me see. I might print out. Let me print out 2 more pages that I don't think I printed out because that my kit is bigger than the amount of pages that I have. Thank you, darling. Give me a second. Let me just look at my folder real quick. That's on you. So funny. Have you guys ever seen WWE, like wrestling? You know how you have the commentators and he did this and he did that. That's what I'm doing with that. So every time I do something or say I'm gonna do something, he's doing the side commentary, cracking me up. So if you guys have no idea what I'm laughing about, that's probably why. Just give me a second. Let me just choose. Let me just make sure that I did this right. I might be missing a page. Let me add a page real quick. I'm just opening up my Photoshop real quick and just making another page the same size as what I need. I'm going into my folder real quick and just printing out another one that I'm missing. Oh, this one. I'm missing this one. Right, that one. Let me see. Ooh. Let me put it on. Let me see. I think it's this one that I'm missing. This is the one with the queen. Yes, this is the one with the queen. This one's really, really busy. The one that I'm going to print out now. This one's really, really, really busy. So I do apologize if you guys are like, what the heck is Carmen doing? She should have been more prepared. I thought I printed out enough, but I guess I didn't. So I just need to print out 1 more. So equimi. Actually, I can actually print that out just as it is. That one looks really cute like that. I know you guys can see what I'm talking about. I gotta shrink it down. I gotta shrink it, then print it. So just give me 1 second. I can't see what you guys are saying right now. So if I'm not answering your comments, that's why. Just give me 1 second while I prepare this. That song has jokes on me right now because I'm so unprepared. I'm so unprepared. All right, so that's 1. Come on, my computer's so slow. I can't right now. Oh, I gotta check this. Hello, Carmen, you need to check that before you can do that. Okay, thank you. Delete that one. Delete that one. Yes, and save this one. I have all my images ready to go. I just don't have. I have them saved in 12 by 12. So I have to shrink it and put it on a 5.5 by 8.5 canvas in order for me to be able to use it. so that it'll print out the right way. Otherwise, it won't print out the right way. So I have a whole new folder for this. Okay, so what I wanted to do, I wanted to print out those two, and then once I do that, then what do I have left over? I don't want to use this one over again. I have this one, this one, this one, these two. Okay. All right, so I should have enough. That should be good. Let me print that. One row, two columns, one column, two rows. Give me 1 second. Five by eights. Which one is it? This one right here. There we go. Let me print that. Let me print one of these just to be safe and fill in the gap. My computer is so overrun with just different stuff. It's not even funny. Does this one do a whole page? Yep, does. So print that. Okay. All right, so that's printing. Sorry. Yes, it does. It prints on any paper that your printer will take and accept. It does. These right here, you just have to be aware that different papers use up different ink. They use up different levels of ink. So if you use photo paper, you're gonna get your print is gonna look one way. If you use cardstock paper, it's gonna look another way. If it's matte, it's gonna look one way. If it's glossy, it's gonna look another way. You know, so it depends. What I would just definitely recommend is that you guys check your settings on your printer when you're gonna get ready to print these out. Make sure you check your setting. Like these are all on cardstock. And it does 4 of these per sheet. So this is perfect for like a mini. Like if you wanted to make a little mini one, these are about, they're 4.5 by 5.5, give or take. So they're about 4.5 by 5.5, and you could do 4 of these. And as you can see, there's definitely, when I printed them on this, I don't know what setting. I must have had this on like brochure. So it depends on the setting of the paper. It depends how bright and pigmented your paper is gonna come out. So I'm gonna go gluing this down for this one here. And hopefully that's paper that I have in there, not cardstock, because I didn't check. It might be cardstock. I might have just printed that on cardstock. I think I did. 1 second, guys. So what I almost cut into my paper. Not almost, I did. What I use as far as I use a very a free photo software, which is, it's called Photoscape. That's free. That's so that you can manipulate your pictures and, you know, print them out on different sizes. That's a free Windows program that you can get. And I cut it on cardstock. But I cut it on cardstock with the quality being that of paper. So it's not as pigmented because I have it on basic plain printer paper. And the printer knows when it's on printer paper not to overwhelm it with ink, because then the paper gets too wet. So it doesn't overwhelm it with ink. So if you want your paper to come out nice and bright, make sure you have it on a setting like photo paper, or you have it on a different kind of setting. Then your pictures will come out nice and bright and vibrant. Yes. So the program, the program you just have to look for it. It's called Photoscape, one word. And it's a free program. It's nothing out of this world, but it allows you to do collages. It allows you to do several different things. You can also change your paper size there. Um, you can add words to it. So if you wanted to add words into your pages, like let's say you wanted to make this custom set for somebody. Let's say you have a little girl named Sophie or whatever, and you want to add her name in there. You want to add like little speech bubbles with her name, and you wanted to make it a little bit more interactive. Then you definitely could do that and incorporate their names and stuff like that. I printed it on cardstock, which I'm not too happy about, but we're gonna figure that out. And then I printed this one. This one's gonna be real short compared to the width of that. I don't even know if I'm gonna use it, but I printed it just to fill in a gap if I needed it. My cutting today is off like crazy. I think my cappuccino's wearing off. There we go. We all love free. And actually from downloading free kits is that I got inspired to make my own. So we're gonna do this one here, right? Oh, I need to stress this. Then I'll go around and fill it in with whatever I can because we still got a little ways to go. I'm actually working through this a lot faster than I thought I was. I messed that paper up, so I'm gonna have to cover it up somewhere because I snipped into it. I snagged into it with the paper trimmer. And this is what's cool too. Like some of these black and white prints, you can go into with any distressing ink that you have, and it won't cover up the graphics unless you lay it down really, really heavy. If you just distress it, you can definitely even add more color to this. So like with this one, I'm gonna add a little bit of red into it, just a little bit, just to add a little bit of color to it. Not to me, that looks perfect. Carmen, a vintage circus theme would be awesome. I already have that on my list, Marge. That's definitely already on my list because I found a whole bunch of stuff. What I have to do, honestly, in all sincerity, is I have to get myself more disk space because I have so much clip art saved on my computer. It is redonkulous. And now that soul says me too. And now that I have the Cricut, the Explorer Air, that's what it is, right? Explorer Air 2. Now that I have the Cricut, and I'm able to, you know, cut out my own images and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, my whole world is like opening up to something different that I never really thought I was even gonna embark on. Like, I want to make some digital ones, and I also want to make the ones that you know, the actual kit that you can put your hands on it and you can, you know, everything is done for you. But for me to do that, I have to get a good printer that's reliable. And most of us don't make 12 by 12 albums, so we don't really need 12 by 12 paper, but I need a printer that's way more reliable than the one I have right now. This thing could give out on me at any second. But I would love to be able to make actual kits with ephemeras and everything. Be able to print them out and, you know, make a kit and sell it to you guys and ship it out to you guys and have you guys create with them. No problem, Sylvia. Thanks so much for joining. Yeah, so like my brain is definitely like on overdrive right now, you guys. You don't even understand. It's on overdrive. Let me add some more red in here. Just to kind of matchy matchy a little bit. Not too much, but make some kind of look. I also want to come out, I think I'm gonna come out with a black and white kit, a black and white paper pack, and just add all of the images on it and leave the background white so that you guys can add your own distress inks and stuff like that and color them the way that you want. with like your inks and stuff and your sprays, and you guys can add like your own colors to it and stuff like that. So that's definitely something that I want to do as well. It's a black and white one. Not like a coloring book, but you know, something like this in black and white that you guys can come in and add your different colors and your distress inks and stuff like that and really bring it up a whole nother level. Cecil says it's cool. Okay, so we're gonna do that. I'm looking for my ephemeras. My ephemeras here. I didn't print out. Oh, I printed out two of the same one. I did. Try to see. Oh, oh yeah. Annie bought some. She bought some of that thing. It burns it. Well, some people are sensitive. You know, some people are sensitive to that stuff. Hey, Isabel's back. Yeah. Sasson says hello, my friend. It makes it, I don't know, sometimes for me it makes it harder to embellish it when the paper's so decorated, so heavily decorated. And sometimes it makes it easy because then you don't have to go so heavy with embellishing it. Okay, Marge. Yes. Plus, you have them always. You never run out of it. You never run out of it. And you can use this for different stuff. You can use it for planners. You can use it for making books. You can make it. You can use it for so many different things. It really, there's no limit to it besides your imagination. You set your limits when it comes to that. When I make my when I make my next Alice in Wonderland digital kit, because it won't be like this. It'll probably be different. Actually, I've been inspired to do a whole vintage version, so I might do that. When I do that, I'll probably include into it some of these little book pages. They won't be this small. This is just me. I made them that small. They'll be their full size, whatever that is. It's like, you know, they'll be their full size. You can shrink them down depending on, you know, how you want to do that. Find you, always be you. Let's see, dream big. Let's put that one there. Let's put that dream big there. And this is definitely going to be further embellished. This is just the beginning of the embellishment process. This is just me adding the papers and stuff. Then I'll go through it again and again and again and just see where do I feel like it's missing something here, it's missing something there. Time for some teacups. So they're all different sizes. But it's pretty cool. So you'll put your tag like back here. I'm dropping stuff all over my floor. I'll leave that there for now. My distressing sponge is like all withered. So it's leaving a whole bunch of little specks. It's trying to leave a whole bunch of little specks. You and I both will be up in 30 minutes. So let's see. I put it all up to bring it all back down. All right, let's bring this digital one here. And I'll put this here and I'll put that there. Right. That's up to you. I'm down. I'm always game. I'm always down. Hey, 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 hey. Be nice, be nice, be nice. Sassoon's being a little rude here, you guys. He's just jelly because I'm here live and he's not. Isabel's been up since 5 a.m. Yikes. We're almost done with the adding of the pages, you guys. I can't believe it. The rest is just fun. The work is done. So like I said, these are all out of place. I didn't put them in any kind of chronological order. I just kind of went with the colors. The colors, if the colors matched, then I used it. If the colors didn't match, then I use it on something else. I was so excited to do this that I honestly didn't put much of a thought process as far as how I was creating them. I was just banging them out and doing them. Oh, I did. Okay. Yeah. Uh-oh. What I'm gonna do probably for the vintage one is that I'm gonna use some of these inside of the packs themselves. Okay, so that one's done. And oh, we're on the last one. We're on the last one. So on the last one. Yikes. Let's see. Do I even want to use this? Or do I want to do something else with this? Because I printed it out, but do I want to use that? I can use these. I can use my two big pockets in the background. Is making you lose your concentration. That's too funny. So just as she walked in, she walks out. I think I'll finish it off with these two instead. Thank you, love. Thank you, love. Ooh, I dropped my little top for my glue. So yeah, March, just give me a few and I'll get that together. Right? Yeah. I'll use that like that. Let's distress this. Thank you, Jackie. All these white I just covered up. But yeah, if you guys are, if you're interested in something that's custom made, you know, if it's got a certain kind of feel to it, or if you're looking for something that's Victorian, something that's like super shabby, or some kind of specific element or design, just let me know, because you know, I am starting. So if I end up taking your idea and creating something with it, then I'll give you a nice discount when you purchase the paper pack. Because right now I'm not even scratching. I haven't even begun to really scratch the surface of what this can become. Right now I'm just inspired and in awe of just the different effects and how pretty everything kind of looks. Oh, I glued it down so it's gonna have to stay like that. Let's see. I gotta close this off. It's like your Dropbox is full. I'm like, I know it's full of ephemera and all kinds of images and stuff. All right, so this is the last page of that. Wait, do I want that one? I want this one. I wanted that one. Mm-hmm. He's so bad. I'm gonna end it with this one. So she ends up going home the same way she came back. She drinks and then she goes out the door. She goes back to her casa. That's how we're gonna do it. Yeah. He's so bad. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm the kind of person that I just kind of jump into things. I don't really do much thinking and much processing. I'm just like, I'm gonna give this a try and I'm just gonna do it. And that's what I just do. I just do it. I don't think too much about it. You did? Wow, that's a lot. All right, love. I have more things coming. I've been working with some butterflies. Ooh. I've been working with some fairies. Ooh. Wait till you guys see. I just don't want to be so eclectic. I want to have things like, you know, I want to make sets, like have it themed out. But that's normally what I do. I work on all different kinds of styles at the same time. That way I don't get stuck, you know. Promise she gets drunk and then goes home. Girl, who says? I probably get drunk in the house and then want to go out. Oh no. I'm gonna glue this in the bottom so that it can have a little bit of something happening here. Let's see. Right there. I didn't even have to cut it. I could have just glued it right on top of it. That's so smart of me. See what I tell you guys? So yeah, I'll end up working on a whole bunch of different ones at the same time. Just to keep myself, you know, kind of like all over the place. Let's see. So David. No, because you'll stick. It's a full moon tonight. That's why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. Yes. No, not with Alice, Tanya. Not with Alice. I've been working on butterflies, projects with butterflies, like making different butterfly paper. So. She says chicos. Yes. Tanya says chicos. She goes, hola chicas y chicos y bienvenido a mi canal. That's what she says. Oh, only one, no S. Oh, you just want her to say hola chico, no chicos. Oh, no. I don't think so. You heard that, Tanya? Well, you didn't hear it, but he's over here like, oh, you need, when you say your intro in your videos, you gotta say Chico only. You can't use S because it's only him. Only one Chico. All right, so we've got this pretty much down. Look at that, I got papers everywhere. So this holds up quite a nice amount. So this is pretty much done as far as adding the pages. What we have left to do is go into it and add, you know, embellishments and different things. I gotta work on these envelopes. So we're gonna see what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put this to the side and I'm gonna regroup, regather myself so I can keep working on the embellishments and stuff like that. Like I said, you guys are gonna be with me here for a while because Hassan's working. He don't get off for a couple hours. So I figure while I'm working on this, which I will be doing anyways, I might as well do it with you guys and have some fun. And remember, for everybody that's checking out the hop, that's what I'm gonna be giving away as my giveaway. I'm gonna be giving away some digital kits at the end of the hop. I'm gonna be picking 3 people, and I'm gonna be coming out. You know, I'm gonna be giving away some kits. All right. So I did have 2 pages left over, but I didn't want to use those. This right here. This right here. I feel like just adding it here, but then I start my first page with that there. So no. Can I add this one there maybe? Kind of gives you an idea of what kind of book this is gonna be. Because you couldn't tell by looking at it from the outside. You would never think, oh, that's gonna be an Alice in Wonderland book. No. Then you'd be like, what? Alice? Alice, ¿qué tú haces ahí? What are you doing there, Alice? Who told you to jump in there? All right, so let's see. Let me gather this ephemera and stuff and take it from there. So just give me a segundo. This is probably gonna be one of the longer lives that I've done in a while. He gets off soon. Daydreaming about impossible things. That's what I do all day, every day. He's daydreaming about impossible things. What happened with me is that my ephemera, I packed them together. So I have two different packs that I guess when I was picking up stuff, I just kind of grouped them. That's gonna go there. For sure that's gonna go there. Ooh, I know what I want to do. Where's my Tim Hortons paper at? Where's my tissue paper? Here, tissue, tissue. Here, tissue, tissue. I've been loving to work with that thing lately. Here, tissue, tissue. Okay, it's not there. Where did I put it? Is it here? Here, tissue, tissue. Where did I put it? Here it is. Okay. I'm gonna add some of this tissue on here. This is black and white and kind of fits some of the pages that I have in there. There we go. I'm almost out of Tim Hortons tissue paper. How come the roll on the inside of the roll is thicker than the roll that's on the outside of the roll? And this is probably why they'll never pick me to do any kind of design work, because I'm always complaining about something or the other. Okay. So I'm kind of doing this like so. Yes. I like that. This way. I have another roll somewhere. I just don't know where I put it. I think it's bigger than that one too. Oh, it's this one. I think I'm gonna use this one instead. I think I'm gonna use this one instead of that one. I think I'll use the music instead of the floor. Well, let's try it. I've been hoarding that roll forever. You know what? You know what is forever, you guys? Forever. I've been hoarding that roll. So I'm just gonna tear off a chunk here. Ah, the butterfly. Do I like that? I don't know if I like that. Nah, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it and see how it looks. Let's do this. This Tim Hortons tissue paper is better than that Tim Hortons tissue paper, quality-wise. Maybe because it's different tissue paper, but this one is thick and it'll hold on to the glue when you add it. The other one does not. All right, so we got that. And it's pretty heavy, but it's heavy because of the front. The front is really heavy. All right. Yeah, I don't really like this imagery that they use for Alice in Wonderland. It doesn't ring true. This one's way prettier though, but it's so thin. It breaks down so fast. I'm probably gonna add that to the back page, so it's not gonna go to waste. And the other pieces are gonna go either in my journal or Sassoon's journal. We don't throw nothing out. I like this, but I need to. I need to. I don't know. Embellish it with something. I just thought it was gonna be different when I bought the ephemera pack, and I wasn't really too excited. And the messed up part is that I bought two of everything. I bought two packs of everything. I feel like this needs something. What does it need? What can I use? Maybe I could cut one of my papers out. Hmm. There you go. I got half of my ephemera on the floor. Everything stays dropping. Don't mind me, you guys. I'm just here gluing away. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I'm over here gluing stuff down, and you guys might not even be able to see what it is that I'm doing. I just be going away and just gluing stuff and gluing stuff and gluing stuff. Let's see, what can I put in here? I'm here, baby. I'm listening. Yeah, because I'm gluing. You know me when I start concentrating. Once I start concentrating, forget about it. Se preocupe. Maybe. Somewhere over the rainbow. That's a different. Hello, I got you on HD 3D. LOIC. Okay. You got me on the big screen, Tanya? Let's see. Got some of these little. I'm using up all of these little ephemera things. Where's my scissor? I like the words, but I get mad quiet. Yeah, I do. I do get quiet, Tanya. I'm sorry. It kicked back in. I'm when I concentrate, like they have jokes on me in this house because it's like you won't even know that I'm there. Like I get so into what I'm doing. That song keeps breaking my concentration over here with his craziness. There we go. So let me glue this here. I didn't do that one, but it's okay. I hope you guys don't find it too annoying. That's what got me cracking up over here. I would put him on speaker, but there's just too much rustling happening in the background where he's at. He's too much, though. Honestly, he's too much. No, you don't. Oh my goodness. That's not even right. That's not the right one. You are some kind of wonderful. Anyone that fits in there. Oh, it's here. This one's the one that fits, right? This one kind of fits. Oh, it kind of fits. It doesn't fit all the way. Dang it, dang it, dang it. All of these little tags are going to go in that book. I'm just looking to use up all the little embellishments and all the other stuff. Where's the other pack? That's what I was looking for, and I stopped looking for it. I know. So somebody having me like, oh my god, you guys don't even understand. He be doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And he be saying the most unorthodox things at the weirdest time. I'm over here thinking about one thing, and he's like on some different thing. Like, hey, you know the mountains over there in Mars. I'm like, I'm not even like, I'm not on that subject right now. I'm not thinking about science right now. He's too much. There you go. Oh, that kind of covers the whole thing. Let's see. Let's see. Hopefully, I don't end up too frustrated with this whole thing. Dream big. I don't want it to be that big. I need it just to fit in there. All these little teeny tiny pieces. I don't want tea time. I'll just put the Hello Gorgeous, which I had all along. I'll just use that. So I do apologize, you guys. I know you guys must be like, is it me or are Carmen's live getting weirder and weirder and weirder? Cause I'm a weirdo. That makes me a weirdo. Oh my goodness. So much work, so much work. You will always be a part of my dreams forever. That sounds kind of scary, you guys. I'm like, what? That sounds kind of scary. That's what it says. It says, you will always be a part of my dreams forever. Like, no. If I cannot be in your reality, don't be damn dream. Oh, yeah, right? Tanya's going home. Yeah, like, no, she's on her way home. Like, don't be bothering me in my dreams. Nothing is impossible. I like that for there. I had this ephemera there for the longest of time, and I didn't really use it like that. Hmm. Weirdo. It's the full moon. It's the full moon. Let's see. Okay, so that's good for that. Sasson is like, I wanna get there. I'm gonna join you guys. So let's see. I'm like, all right. My friends are gonna hold me down, right? You guys are gonna stay here with me until Sasson gets here. He gets off at 9, so we got an hour and 10 minutes and some change. He said he's gonna take the express airplane. She is quick and curious and playful and strong. That don't sound right either. I'm so sorry. Maybe my brain is going left. Maybe it's all, I'm gonna blame it on the full moon. But some of the stuff is just like, things that make you go, yeah, yeah. That thing about being in dreams and all of that craziness, and now I'll talk about she quick and she curious and she playful. I don't know about that. That's what the tag says. I don't know. Anybody over under the age of 18, please exit the premises. Curiouser and curiouser. I think this little one will look cute there. Because, see, shine like a star, okay, I can deal with that. Daydreaming is encouraged, okay, cool. But when you start talking all that extra funny business, then I'm like, eyebrow arched all the way up. Do you know? That's when I start wondering, like, well, Mr. Dickens. What do we have here? What do we have here? I'm just gonna work with the ephemera stuff that I have here. I'm not gonna pull out none of that extra stuff. We're gonna figure that stuff out later. I'll work on these envelopes later on as well. I'm gonna distress them though. That I will too. Yeah, it's been a long day. I had a long day today. I ran to the doctor's with my son this morning. He had his routine checkup. Everything good so far. Well, as good as can be expected for the situation that we're in. So I'm happy there. It's been crazy. So our song had to work today. I'm gonna grab these with my finger and see what I do with them. Maybe I'll stamp a few here and there. Maybe I'll keep it somewhat simple. Oh, I like that one. Ooh, that looks nice. Yes, it is a blessing. So it's a good day. It's a good day. Overall, it's a good day, Tanya. I'm very happy. My son walked out of there with a smile on his face, and that made my day completely. All about that. Oh, yeah. I think I only caught half of the rabbit. Oh, no, I caught the whole thing. Let's add. We'll put these stamps back. So yeah, if you guys have this is a We Are Memory Keeper thing, I think. Yeah, We Are Memories Keeper is a precision press. If you have this and it doesn't work for you, add a piece of foam on the inside. I just put a piece of sticky foam on the inside, and that makes the world of difference. It makes the world of difference. Because I know everybody was destashing them for a while. Yeah, he was so happy, Tony. I was like, yay. I was like, yay. Huh? With Angel, when he came out the doctor today, he was happy. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't want to use the tags. I want to use the tags actually in the book itself. I don't mind using these kinds of pieces though. Did I use this in the front? I can use that there. So yeah, small blessings, small blessings. We gotta take them all. Every day is a miracle. Oh, I almost put it upside down. Oh my goodness. Oh, I almost lost a stamp. Okay. So let's see. We added some. We added that. I have so many pieces. Let me put this one here. The journaling cards, they're like, eh. I'm gonna include a lot of journaling cards in this one too because I'm not too happy with them. I'm gonna keep some of the ones that have like certain little phrases because I do love Alice in Wonderland. I just didn't like the aesthetic of this line. The colors threw me off. It's like they wanted to do a shabby chic Alice in Wonderland, but then it's like the colors, they're not really working for me all the way through and through. They're really not. I'm gonna add a few of these little things into the pages. You're connecting to your car. I swear to God, Tanya's not even in the present. She's in the future somewhere. Tanya is in the future. Her house talks to her. Her car's Kit from Knight Rider. Her car is Kit from Knight Rider, man. When she comes out of work, I'll be like, hello, Tanya. How are we doing today? That whatever that noise is that it makes when it turns on. All the lights flash in the front. Thanks, love. I be trying, I be trying. I be trying. You know how that goes. I just figured I'd be doing this by myself. So like why not do it with some company, right? And then like that you guys at least get to have some fun with my craziness. Hopefully. Maybe some of you guys are already like, I give me a Carmen is so annoying. And I'm gonna say, oh my God, say it ain't so. No, you halfway there, Tanya. You halfway there. Stop playing. That's what your daughter told you. Fix it, mommy. Fix it. Because she knows, you know all the answers. You know all the answers, girl. I'm adding a little bit of this yellow in here. That lady ain't playing, boy. Okay. I'm gonna make a little tuck spot here on this just by gluing down one side of this ephemera piece. So once it's dry, you'll be able to tuck something there. Let me see what else I can find that can do that for me. See, these papers don't match my stuff. They don't match my, and that's what it is. Echo should have consulted with me and be like, hey, listen, Carmen, I'm about to come out with this Alice in Wonderland. I know you love Alice in Wonderland. Listen, we're thinking about this maroon, green, 15 different color kit. I would have been like, pump your brakes. Nope. Next. Not gonna work. Not gonna work. Even with your own paper pads, this does not work. The ephemera pack is okay. Okay. The journaling cards, miss me with that one. And I'm not playing because everybody that I showed this ephemera stuff to, they was like okay, but I don't know what happened here. Something happened. I don't know what happened. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. That's right. Words to live by. I'm taking all the the little pieces of ephemera that I find that I think are cute. Kind of random though. Let's see if we find another spot to put this in. Oops. Let's see with red. What do we have with red? Always be kind. And paint the roses red. I don't know about that. Maybe that can go right there. Next to her opening the key. People must be like, oh, Carmen wasn't playing when she said she was going to be here for hours. Yes, I have been here for hours. Talking a whole bunch of mess that I'm probably going to regret saying later. But oh well. I live in the moment. What can I say? I should clip that. Ooh, I should clip it this way. Then you can use it for a tuck spot there. Yeah. Yeah. Use that for a tuck spot right there. I'm only gonna glue it down on one side, in the bottom. And leave that open. And put some kind of an image there. I don't like it. Like I don't like the queen. I don't like the king. Like I don't like Alice. The bunny's there. I don't know. Thankfully, I've been able to pull some pieces out that I can use on my stuff. But like where they got this maroon from? Like where was the maroon at? I don't remember seeing the maroon. I don't recall. Always be kind. No. I'm looking for something with an image. Like she's holding a strawberry. Come on. If you want the purple ones, this is not even purple, girl. Like it's not even purple. It's like I don't even know. It might look purple on the TV. Well, maybe for you on the TV. I'm gonna call you Knight Rider from now on because you got the kit as a card. It might look purple to you, but it's not really a purple. It's like I don't know what to call it. It's like a maroon. It's like I don't know. It's like weird. It's like medio rarito. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Let me take some of these humongous tags out of place. Oops. I'm still looking for something to add on top of that tag right there. But I already have words in here, so I don't want to add another phrase. I'm looking for some kind of an image. I'm going to add her in there, even though I'm not too fond of her, but I'm going to add her in there. He gave her like well, I don't know who the Echo Park person is that does this. But whoever it is, they gave her little beady eyes. Two little dots. And I know, they probably can't use all the images because of this, because of that. So hopefully I don't get my comments full of people saying all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm just saying. There was a better way to do this than this way. There was a better color scheme. Even if the images weren't what they were, there was a better color scheme. Oh no, Donna. The book is it's pretty much it's it's pretty much done at this point. I'm just filling in the adding little bits of this ephemera pack here and there and complaining a little bit about it as I do it. It's like saying, I don't want to cut my hair as you proceed to cut your hair. Pretty much is what I'm doing right now. I don't like it, but I continue to use it. I continue to use it. So we're going to see. Painting the roses red. And this is why I got to make my own ephemera. Okay? This is why. This is why I got to make my own ephemera pack so that my stuff can match what I'm doing. I just got so excited. Well, I get so excited bringing these things out. And it's 8:06. Yeah, 8:06. I get so excited bringing these things out and awaiting you guys' reactions and stuff that I'm like, okay, I did. Let me put it out. When I should just take a couple extra days and just do the extra pieces. But then I feel like it's gonna be so big because it's like I noticed that I go through the same thing that I do with painting. I go through when I'm making these papers. I can't stop. So like I'll start adding and adding and adding and adding and adding and adding and adding, and before you know it, I'll have a whole bunch of tabs open as I'm making these papers, and I just don't know where to stop sometimes. I just keep going and adding more and adding more and adding more, which is no bueno. I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. I don't play with that. T for two and two for T. Anyway, we'll put something there. Oh, I know what I can put in there. I'll put in one of the book pages. Maybe that one. There we go. Let's see. So we did that one. We did that one. Now we're on this one. So I still have lots more to do, which I won't be able to do it all here because I do have to cut out some papers for the inside to decorate the inside of the envelopes. I'm not gonna leave that plain. Also some ephemeras that I'm gonna place on the, on this part of it here. But as you guys can see, it's not double-sided, so I have to be careful what I put there. Yes, and it's hard because everything that you do to the paper, it like enhances it. I mean, granted, you go through someone that is like, oh no, wait, take that back. But like generally speaking, you every layer that you add, it makes everything different. So that's why on some of them you see that I have very similar things happening because I'm like, oh my God, I love this so much. And then I'll save it, but then I'm looking at the paper and I'm like, what if I add this? And then I'll add something else. And I'm like, oh my God, I love this so much. And like I save it too. So I'm like, ugh. But yes, it's, minus the mess. That's for sure. It's definitely minus the mess of painting, which is awesome. I love to paint though and get my hands dirty though. I'm never going to stop doing that. Never, ever, ever. I think I'm ever going to stop unless I'm unable to for whatever godly reason. But as long as God permits, I shall be here doing what I do. I'm gonna half it right here, make a tuck spot out of it by just gluing down one part of it. Be kind. I think that fits perfect there. Because you'll never catch me hugging up an old damn deer. I'm sorry. Bambi, you cute enough, but stay over there. I'll stay over here. And we'll be good to go. Let's not get crazy. Let's not get crazy. Okay, Bambi? Stay there. Go to Tanya. Her car talks. All right, tea time. Teas and crumpets. Is crumpets? Is it teas and crumpets? Something like that. They're so mean. They dunked a little piggy inside of the teapot. Like, I don't want to drink tea like that. I don't want to drink tea like that, man. Today is going to be awesome. See, like, why would they throw this khaki color thing there? They should not have put that khaki color in there. Who wants the khaki color paper? Not I. Don't give me no khaki nothing. If it says khaki, you can keep it. You see, you guys, I'm nuts all the time. All the time. No matter who's around me. I'm just crazy all day, every day. Facts. Facts. That's what they say now. Every time you go outside, you hear everybody say facts, 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 facts. I'm like, who's doing all the damn fact checking? How do you know it's facts? Who told you? I talked to my daughter. I'm like, you cleaned your room. Facts. Facts. What you mean facts? I'm like, what the heck? Did you or did you not clean your room? Facts, mommy, facts. I'm like, all right. It's all downhill from here. Okay. I'm gonna make a little. I actually made that banner gluing different pieces of paper together. I guess that must have been from a different project that I have. Look at that. I got little shards of paper everywhere. I can't work like this. That drives me crazy. I'm so weird like that. You guys know that if you hit, there's a whatchamacallit. Not a whatchamacallit. There's a, where is it? Let me see if I tell you guys where it is before I tell you what it is. You know, next to where your mute is, if you're looking from a computer screen, next to where your mute is when I'm live, it says live. You know, you have to hit that, right? In order for you to be live while I'm live. Otherwise, you'll always be delayed. You'll always be somewhere in the background. I just found out. I didn't even know. I'm like, why am I so delayed? Like when I'm watching my own stuff, Sasson was like, because you got to hit the live. When I clicked it, it skipped like so much and went straight to where I'm at right now. I like that there. So I'm going to glue down my memories part and leave the rest of it open so that I can make this a little tuck spot there. And I hope I'm not doing this crooked because I'm doing this sitting down. I think that looks cute though. It's nice to be able to see my paper pack in a book, like used as a digital thing for a book. So that's pretty cool. That feels pretty awesome. To know that I designed this myself and now I'm using it. It's like, wow. It's that wow moment. And it's like one of the rare times that I make something that I actually get to use for myself. Usually I make something and it's going somewhere else. Donna, did you get your box yet? Or your package? I don't know if I sent you a box or a package yet. I don't know if it's a box or a package. I think it's in a box. I'm pretty sure it's in a box. I'm not sure. Tanya, yours I still have to ship out. Because the day that I did all the shipping, I didn't have your address. But I wrote your address like in 5 different places, so I won't lose it no more. You would have thought that as much as I sent stuff to you, as much as I've sent out stuff to you in the past, like I would have that thing committed to memory. I have part of it committed to memory, just not the whole thing. See, that would look cute there. I'm gonna cut out some halves. Ooh, you know what? Let me see. Let me see if I can make it work. I don't know. We're gonna try. I'm gonna see if I can find that paper pad. I used a lot of it up. I used some of it up in some other stuff, but maybe some of these backgrounds. I don't know. I kind of like this striped one. I like that striped one for right there. So let's try it. Maybe I can use that striped one on both the pockets. Do I have another one like this? With the pink stripes? I have another one of these paper pads. I just have to look to see. I have blue stripes. What, did I use like one of each of the papers? Oh, wow. So the post office still has it then, Donna? I know, I thought the post office worked today, and I'm like waiting for mail. Let me get another one. Yes, I do. I have 2 of them. I'm gonna use this striped pink. I think that'll kind of go okay with this. Hopefully it will go okay with it. Considering how slow I am at paper crafting, I think I did a lot today. All right, so I'm gonna stick it in here. I'm going to do something at some point. See, it wants to be nice when it wants to be nice, but then it doesn't want to be nice all the damn time. Mother lover. Yeah, right, Tanya? I did do a lot. Usually I take forever. Oops. Usually I take forever. I undercut it, but I'm going to use it anyway. And because I undercut it, I'm going to grab another one and do the same thing to the other one. I'm going to cut it the same exact size. Why did I undercut it that bad? It costs you $1.20 to have your life saved. Let's see. Let me see. Is it about the same height and everything? Yep, it's gonna go. It's gonna go. Let me put it backwards so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, I didn't expect to be live all these hours, to be honest with you. I thought I was just gonna be here for a while, but I might as well hang out with you guys and continue waiting for Sasson. Yeah, time goes fast. We'll do one more. So we're gonna figure this out. I'm gonna be covering the back of them, so I'm not gonna worry about that right now, but I am gonna distress the whole thing in a very sloppily kind of way. Okay. I lost sound. How the heck? I didn't do nothing to this. Do I still sound like a robot? I might have to I can't hear a thing. You can't hear a thing either? What the heck? Okay, restart. I'm gonna have to restart it then. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on, if you guys get to see this part of the video or not. But I'm gonna have to restart. Oh, I'm back. It's back. I was about to reset it. Can you hear me now? Okay, cool. I'm so sorry, you guys. These are days of my life with this stuff, let me tell you. These are days of my life with this stuff. That's one. I think maybe I had too much stuff on here. My laptop is hot, but it'll survive. Hopefully. Let's see. Do these fit in there? Okay. Awesome, awesome. I got worried. And I normally don't go for this, the red distress ink either. I normally go for, the normal vintage walnuts and vintage photo. It's kind of cool working with a different color. That's one pocket. And that one can have some of these tags in there. This is the other pocket. This is not the one I'm working on right now, though. I'm working on the little pockets. So I did that one. Let's go with this one and do the same thing. Hi, Marge. Thanks, love. Yeah, a little bit of mixing my kit with Echo Park's. This is item number AIW148024. It's the Alice in Wonderland ephemera die cut pieces, and it's by Echo Park. And there's, I think, 2 or 3 different styles to the collection. So I mixed that up with my papers and just filling in little gaps here and there. For the most part, doing a lot of red distressing to kind of bring it all together. Thanks, you guys. I'm so happy you guys like it. Because this is a big, this is a really big step for me to actually, do this kind of stuff, like these papers and all of this stuff. I've never really been comfortable with making anything off of the things that I create, but with the digital packs, it makes it a little bit easier. Let's see. Oops, daisy. Come back up, come back up. There we go. Thank you, Marge. That really does mean a lot to me that you guys actually, you know, approve. It really does, because you guys are the ones that I kind of come to when it comes to like, what do you think about this and what do you think about that? Because I mean, I have Sazon, but other than that, I really don't have nobody else that's close to me on that crafty level. And people that I tell, like, yeah, I'm a crafter, I do crafts, they're like, oh, okay. That's the answer that I get half the time. They're like, oh, you do crafts. I guess when it comes to people hearing that, they're more used to seeing people that don't craft as well as the ones that do, because they always give you that, like, oh. And here I thought you was doing something important with yourself. And I'm like, that is important. It brings joy to my heart. Oh yes, I'm excited. Thank you so much, Marge. Honestly, because you gave me some really really nice ideas for some kits to do some kits. I really appreciate that. I love hearing you guys' feedback, and I definitely love you guys' suggestions. Hey, Monica, how are you, love? I'm just so delicate. Like when it comes to paper, uh, it's like a different engine turns on in my head. When it comes to me mixing, playing with paint, I don't care. Like I'll put my hands here, I'll put my hands there. Like stuff falls here, stuff falls there. Like I don't really care. But like for some things, it's like for this kind of stuff, I'm like, we. I don't want my hands dirty. I don't want ink all over the place. Oh, nice, Monica. I fed mine too before I started. So yeah, just pretty much doing this. I don't even know how long I've been live. I know I've been live for a while. If I do that, I don't really have to decorate the insides with paper, so that kind of works out for me. Although it's half white inside. I don't know. Yes, I think about crafting all day long. It's so sad. You go outside and everything looks like a possible art project. It's just crazy. Everything looks like a possible art project to me. Let's see. Oh, I forgot a page. How's that even possible? I did the whole book and forgot a whole page, a whole section. Like, who does that? I might have to do that page off camera because I'm not gonna go back into all that. I might have to print out something because I obviously miscounted. So we got that pockets ready. I'm so disappointed. I missed the whole section. I'm like in shock right now. That's the long ones. So it's only two of the small ones, and the rest were long. Okay. So I did that envelope. Let's do this. That's the small one. I wish I could craft all day too. I did a third one for nothing. I just have one more envelope to do. That's not too bad. Let's start distressing this baby. Well, let's stamp it out again. I did the stamping on the other one. Right. Oops, I had that 2 hour mark. I did stamping on this one, so I did a whole bunch of stamping on that one. And I don't even know how I feel about that, to be honest with you guys. So we'll see. I might switch this out a little bit. I might. It's the same one. She's curious, quick, curious, playful, and strong. Lord help us all. I could do it for I could do it for hours. I can, especially if I'm in like doing one of my lab books, or if I'm working on something that's like that, this on that level. Oh yeah, I'll be stuck. I will be stuck. I gotta collect more ephemera. I had it all on the other side. I will definitely be stuck. Always be kind. Time for the cups, teacups. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that. What happened here? I lost that song. My phone cuts off. Tanya loves my phone. Tanya loves my phone, you guys. She loves it. She says it's the best phone in the world. Answer it. I can't even answer it. Can I answer the that call? Hello? Okay. It wasn't letting me answer it. I kept trying to hit the sliding and I'm like, are you going to let me answer it? All right. Oh, the cover? Yes, I love it too. So much different details and the roses and all of this stuff. And it kind of holds your book up a little bit, so you have a little bit of leverage. So it's not so flat. Kind of comes up to your face a little bit. We're daydreaming about impossible things all day long. Look at this king, you guys. Can you even see that? I think I probably cast too much shadow. My lighting is right overhead. My camera's at. What kind of heart, king of heart, is that? So, yeah, I'm still live. I'm still live. Find you, always be you. Hello there. We're dreaming about impossible things. I'm gonna glue this one, I think, right there. Glue right there. Glue right there. I kind of left the outlines of the pages. I think it's okay. I was thinking about decorating the edges, but I don't know. I almost kind of like it with the edges being solid like that. I glued all my pages wonky and now they're bugging me. I don't need them to be straight because I didn't want them to be straight. I wanted the book to be just a little bit off skew. But I didn't want all my pages to be like in Timbuktu and in the other side of the world. Okay. All right. So what am I working on now? This folder, this envelope right here. So Let's get the blocker. Let's get the blocker. Let's get the blocker and get some stamps. Put my blocker right here. Oh, I like this one. I like the tall Alice. Let's add some tall Alice in here. Let's add the tall Alice. That's what I'm gonna work with. Oops. Right here. I'm just gonna use that one and stamp that one over and over again. Am I doing stuff away from the camera again? Why is that not surprising to me? One more for good measure. Well, maybe not one more. Let's do one here. And let's do one up there. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. Now let's get something that we can place here in the center of this pocket. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, that'll work. Pretty easy. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. See, I like to embellish, but I don't know, how can I put it? Like, I also kind of get stuck in doing them, but I don't know if my issue is too much that I over embellish them or that I under embellish them. Sometimes I feel like I don't add enough stuff. I feel like they can have more. Like I should add this and I should add that. So I always end up looking back and fighting with my own thought process. 8:45. We got 15 minutos. Let's see. I wish I had cuter little tags. Yes. See, I don't mind doing that to the outside. Like on the outside of the books, like I can go pretty hectic. See, but my thing is like I keep in mind that I'm like, okay, I can't make things too. If somebody's gonna write in here, like you gotta be careful not to put stuff that is gonna be like I couldn't put nothing that's like my cover on the inside of my book because you would never be able to write into it. You would never be able to do none of that. That's what I go through when I do mixed media. I just can't stop. When I start painting, especially when I start painting, once you put that brush in my hand, I don't know, it's like symbiotic and I just can't stop. Mm-mm. I think I'm gonna have to leave that one like that because I don't really find a phrase that I like to go in the bottom of that. It's only a few of those like that. Tea time is always a great idea. So is coffee break. That'll work. Mm. Is that crooked? Yeah, I go through that. I go through that, Marge. I go through that. Now that I'm my love for these kinds of projects like books and stuff like that is growing. Like, oh my goodness, I can't. Look how wide it looks on the screen. It looks so much wider than what it is. Or maybe it is as wide as it looks. I don't know. My screen looks so wide. But I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And it's becoming it's now that it's taking over to a certain extent a lot of my crafting choices and decisions because I noticed that I'll find myself more stuck. Oh, I'm late. I'm late. I'm late for a very important day. How did I miss this guy? How did I miss him? He's late. He's late. He's late. He's late for a very important date. I guess he's gonna go on this page here. I guess he's gonna have to be. I'm gonna have to dedicate this spread here to the rabbit. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna put that there. That spread is gonna be dedicated to the rabbit because I have Mad Hatter, I have Alice, I even have the little card people. Um, I have Alice in a couple different scenarios, coming into the place, coming out of the place. I have her walking here, walking there. The Mad Hatter's all over the place. So I have a lot of her different little scenes from her storyline. I have to dedicate a spread, which I don't think I did, to the rabbit. So I'm gonna have to do that. Or see if I did it and I just didn't print it. I have to check. Because when I'm in the zone, I'm in the zone, you guys. And I just start clicking, clicking, clicking different stuff and doing all kinds of cool stuff. It's magical. It's magical. Let's put that magical down here. I'm just not the neatest person, and I think that that's probably why I never really went into paper crafting like that from the beginning. Even though I always loved seeing like all the different kinds of paper projects and all the different kinds of albums, and this pops up and that pops down and this goes here and that goes there. I always loved it, but I'm so messy because of the whole mixed media. Like I had it in my head, like there's no way you're gonna mess that up. You're gonna put glue here, you're gonna put glue there, you're gonna glue your pages together. You're just like, no. Instead of being like, a card, it's just gonna end up like a banner because it's never gonna open. And that's the kind of stuff that I tell myself, that I was telling myself. But I saw Bohemian Crafter, or Bohemian Crafting, I think is what it is, not crafters, crafting. I saw her do a lap book for the very first time, and I was like, oh my God, and that's messy as hell, and I can do that. It's perfect. And I got hooked. I got hooked. And down the rabbit hole I went myself. So now it's tough because now I'm fighting with pick up the brush, pick up the glue, pick up the brush, pick up the glue. Nothing much, just gluing. Gluing stuff over here. I want you to be able to. I know you got like 8 more minutes to go. Yeah, it's 8:52 in New York. Oh, I'll have to check out Elizabeth Brewer. It's I guess a person that does paper crafting here on YouTube. I haven't really watched like let me not say it like that. Let me think about this real quick and be very careful how I say this. I binge watch Bohemian Crafter, and I've heard of others that I've stumbled across from binge watching her, that I've seen that I'm like, oh my God. But as far as getting stuck, I love her energy and I love how she talks. And for me, it's like I need to be able to laugh a little bit as well as understand what you're saying. So like she just makes me laugh every time because she's always fighting with herself because she's got an accent, which I think is adorable. And she's just always fighting with herself. And she's like, oh my God, and how do you say this? And it's just hilarious because she gets it. She gets it at the end of the day. She still gets it. So she's really like, when I say inspired, that I can say, okay, this is the person that inspired me to do this. That's her all the way. And she probably don't even know it because I don't know her like that. But I just love her energy. And some people are better teachers than others. I'm not a good teacher, I don't feel. I'm good at showing maybe, but as far as explaining, forget about it. Because I'll be like, put the doohickey over here, the doohickey over there. Oh, she's back. Yay. Everything okay over there? Tanya. Sasson said Tanya to wait for him. He said he'd be here in 20 minutes. I no longer feel my butt. I have been glued to this chair. So when Sasson gets here, we're gonna switch spots and he's gonna stay here at my desk for a little bit with you guys and chit chat it up. Time for the teacups. Time for the teacups. I made that another little tuck spot in the bottom there. Bring on the teacups. I'm saying the little ephemera pack definitely helped out, but going through this process now, I definitely feel and see that I need to make my own ephemera when I make my papers. That's like a must. That's like a must because yeah. I'm making all these little tabs into like little tuck spots that you can just hold stuff there. Oh, thank you, Tanya. I be feeling some kind of way when I have you guys on my live streams when I do my mixed media and I'm there going on 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours. So for me to have you here on a different level, like book papers and stuff like that, which I know is not my norm, I'm like, oh my God. I get so self-conscious. Because I know this is not everybody's thing, you know. I'm trying to find that happy medium where I can continue to indulge without becoming a complete pest and totally annoying. All right, so we did that. I feel like that needs something. Or maybe if I add a card into it. Teas and crumpets. Teas and crumpets. Oh, look, right here. How? Pat out. How you like me now? But you know what? In a way, it's kind of good because not that I was getting bored of mixed media, but I was getting bored of mixed media, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I was getting bored of every video, every project that I did was always mixed media, which is fine because I love mixed media, but you start getting into a pattern and it just starts becoming redundant, I feel. It's like I did so many sea themes, like so many sea themed things, and even this with Alice in Wonderland is something that I've done in a different format, but at least this is a book, so it's a little different. So it's like it kind of makes me fall in love with the themes all over again in a way. And I get to kind of I get to kind of, do something different for in between, you know. It's like if every day you have a ham sandwich, it gets to the point that you won't be sick of eating ham. And that's kind of like how I feel sometimes. I was like, oh God, I need something. I need to do something, something different. So I was really, this kind of fit in and filled in the void and reconnected me to crafting because I was starting to kind of sit back a little bit too relaxed in my chair. Like, I don't know if I want to do this today. I don't know if I want to do that today. I don't know. I don't know. But coming randomly live, doing these books, and then having my mixed media for my Saturdays, that definitely, I think, brings a little bit more joy into my heart. I'll get to the point again where I'll miss it so terribly that I'm like, oh no, I gotta do it. But for right now, I just needed that mixed media break, if you will. Yes, Tanya, definitely. Definitely, my friend. And I appreciate you so much for that. I have a few people that have, through all my little crazy antics, have stuck it out with me. And I appreciate you guys so, so much for that. It's easy to go. It's harder to stay, you know? It's real easy to get up and go. It's harder to stay. Oh, Donna. My page takes forever to refresh. Because like I said, I done filled up my computer with so many images right now that I need to get myself a hard drive. That's what I was gonna say earlier. I forgot what I was trying to say. I need to get myself an external hard drive that holds a lot so that I can put all my stuff somewhere. What happened? I don't like that. You're not the only one, March. My stuff keeps going crazy. It's like it'll spin and then it'll go back to normal. It doesn't help that I have a house full of, grown kids. There'll always be kids to me, but the fact is that I have two grown-ups over there and my youngest, who's not yet over the age. She's not yet legal, but she's almost there. And all of them have laptops and phones and the Xboxes and the Nintendo Switches and all this other stuff on sucking up internet all at the same time. So it doesn't help. It doesn't help. My course, at least, it doesn't help. Now I gotta find a tag for this here. What did I do on the front cover? Always stay curious. Let's put that one there. And let's use that one there. Mm-hmm. Girl. I think the only time that my Wi-Fi, I don't even think my Wi-Fi ever like has a dead moment during the day. I think even during the middle of the night, it's still going crazy. So let me get, where's that little frame thing that I used earlier? I'm gonna use this. Oh yeah, girl, I have everything in here to clean out. I know how to do all of that. I mean, I build computers. I know how to build a computer from scratch. I know how to buy pieces and put it together and make a computer. So I do all of that stuff. I do all of that stuff. My my brain is a weird one, but I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. You would look at me and be like, "Oh, she don't know none of that." Yeah, I do. I do. I always been hands-on, so anything to do with taking stuff apart and putting back together are stuff that I like to do in general. What did I put over here? I think I used up the other one. Hello, gorgeous. I don't want to put the same thing. Such a hard choice to make over here. Always stay curious. You know what? I might actually use a journaling card here. Let me see. I see one that's kind of calling my name. This one right here. Oh yeah, all of them. All of them. All of them, girl. You crazy? If they don't free up that space, they can't take that next picture. They always clean out them cookies themselves. Be like, Mama, Instagram's not loading. The world is over. I'm like, yeah, run the clean sweep. Oh, okay. Did that work? Yeah. Thanks, Mom. There we go. I like that there. I actually like that there. I can't believe I finished this whole thing in one sitting.